Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, I'm here today to do a reading regarding love. And I'm asking Spirit, God, and the universe, what will this new moon, total solar eclipse, what will it reveal in relation to this connection? Okay, maybe there's something that was hidden. Maybe they're hiding something. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone that is in hiding. At this time, you may have been shut out. You don't know what's going on. Why have they disappeared? What will this eclipse reveal, please, Spirit, concerning this relationship, this divine union? This could also, you could also watch this reading and in relation to family relations or maybe even friendships. So what will this eclipse, what will it show me? As we know this, that the light of the sun was blocked out for 2 whole minutes. Let's see what's going on. What does the divine want us to know? And this is the Druid Craft Tarot deck. It's a nice big deck, easy to see. So what's going on? We have the Magician, 10 of Swords, Temperance, Queen of Wands, Prince of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. And there is the Sun. So something is going to be revealed here. We've got to be patient, obviously, and we've got the King of Swords here. King of Swords could be an air sign, could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. Okay, so we've got the Magician and we've got Temperance here. Major Arcana cards, very important. So Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini are here as well. Let's see what's going on in matters of love, please. What will be revealed? What are we going to find out about? Because I see that there's going to be, the light will come on. Okay. We do see challenges here as we know Venus is going through Capricorn. Venus is meeting up with Pluto. So matters of love will be going through many changes, much upheaval. So what's meant to go is going to go in the next couple of months, 2-3 months, everyone. Matters of love are very important at this time. So let's see what Amira's Love Oracle has. True love. Beauty Queen, which is very much the Leo energy. We've also got the Queen of Wands here. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. We've got Gossip, which does speak to people talking about this, or you're going to hear something from a friend, something maybe that was hidden. You're going to hear it through social media. The Beauty Queen is someone that's in the arts, someone that, you know, is very out there, very open, not very secretive. This is someone who shows that they have got strong emotions. True love does speak to a true love connection, and it is like an offer. So I don't know if this offer is being presented to this Beauty Queen. She looks like she's not really focusing on that. Remember that the true love, it's very similar to the Ace of Cups. Now, Gossip could also speak to someone having choices. So a couple of people that they're choosing from. Past love. So there has been a heartbreak here. This does speak to a past love. And remember, a retrograde Venus in Capricorn, which is very much Saturnian. So it's quite heavy. does speak to old connections coming back for clearing, fixing, redirecting, re-looking at. We could see the broken heart here, and that the heart is coming through. But this is like peeling off layers. There's that Pluto and Venus conjunction. Venus is going to station right on Pluto before she turns retrograde on the 19th of the month. So she's going to connect to Pluto 3 times. This is back and forth, right? Not having done something properly, having another choice, another chance, or other choices with a gossip card. Friendship. So this could also speak to jealousy between friends. Be careful that a friend of yours is not actually backstabbing you. Be careful the information that you receive, because I do see deception here in relation to communication. This could also speak to support, of course, from friends, from a group. And we've got a dark male. Here we are. A dark male that's got a bit of an attitude. Maybe he looks very dark here. Maybe for you it's not someone that's quite so dark, but maybe dark for their background, dark for their race. So dark hair, someone who's quite sporty, bit of an attitude. Could be, I suppose, the King of Swords. Someone that does not show very emotionally open. Someone maybe who has been hurt and is scared not to be hurt again. Let's see what's at the bottom here. We've got travel. So travel does speak to transition as well. Or travel speaks to changes. It can speak to changes as well. Or you're dealing with someone. This could be a love connection that could be at a physical distance. We've also got passion here. Now we've got a dark female here as well, as with a beauty queen. There's a red-haired female here. So I don't know if this is the Leo. Leo, we know, is very passionate. So the red tinge could speak to that energy. But we've got a dark-haired female and a red-haired female. And we've got the dark-haired female in the embrace of this divine masculine. Even it's probably this dark male, even though it does not look that way now. Some of you may be from different backgrounds as well. And we've got gifts beneath that, which this relationship, this connection maybe felt like a gift, or this was someone that was just very giving at some point, and now maybe not, because we've got an ace and a 10 here, which 10 of Swords of course turns into an ace as well. So it's interesting that we've got Temperance here, which also speaks to Sagittarius. It's the higher mind, it's wisdom, whereas the Magician speaks to communication. But it also speaks to logic. The Magician can also speak to a trickster, someone having tricked you. Lies, deception. We do see a rainbow also here in the background, which is a positive connotation in the Temperance card, which does speak to healing and that there is hope, but it's all happening in divine timing. Now, Queen of Wands does speak to someone passionate, driven, creative, fiery, desirous. She's got a bit of an attitude herself. As you can see her stance here, the way she sits. And we've got the Knight of Swords, which, you know, Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords, and that's, he comes through with a sword. He looks like he's ready to poke it into this Queen of Wands. Now, there could also be a difference in age, or we could be talking about, you know, harsh words, legalities with the Prince of Swords. Now, the Prince of Swords turns into the King of Swords. Let's see what's beneath that. We've got the Tower, which is an awakening, an aha moment, a major shift. So remember, he holds the Ace of Swords. This is someone either that is going to communicate something to you. This is someone who's detached, someone who holds great intelligence, can talk themselves out of anything. But the King of Swords could also speak to legalities, or someone that works, in the medical field, in the legal field, someone who wears a uniform. There's the Tower. Tower does speak to Martian energies, Mars and Pluto. Mars does speak to someone having the courage to stand in their truth. Remember, this turns into the Ace. And we've got the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords does speak to conflict, fights, also other people being involved here. We could be talking about a young air sign as well as an older air sign. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is here. Oh my God, another Tower. Mars. Now Mars is really going to get the ball rolling, everyone, because Mars is at the last degrees of Scorpio in its home sign. And, at the last critical degrees of Scorpio, Scorpio is very passionate as well. It's very hidden. It's very sexual. It's very much about connection and depth and maybe even secrecy, hiding, someone hiding their desires. So a Tower moment, you're going to have a Tower moment, drastic change. The Ace of Wands does speak to also a sexual connection. Ace of Wands is the light coming on. Let's take one more, please, Spirit. What's going on? What will this eclipse reveal? Oh my goodness. The Devil. This is where Venus and Pluto are transiting through. And I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if during the time of Venus retrograde, this is when you're going to find out about something that someone's been burdened by. Why? Because the Devil is like blockages. The Devil speaks to someone needing to mature. It's toxicity, it's fear of change, fear of someone taking leadership, fear of someone owning up to the deception or to the secrecy or to the betrayal. Now, as we could see here, we've got the door is open. So the Tower opens a door, but someone needs to overcome their fears. Someone needs to stand in integrity and not use a shield. Remember, the Knight of Swords holds a shield. He's not the King of Swords here, but the general energies, and he's thinking very much about, so someone's coming through as quite harsh. They're protecting themselves, but trying to hold back as well. I feel that someone has got regrets here, and it's, instead of owning up to what they've done, they're coming through as quite challenging. Someone is scared to own up to the deception. Someone is worried about owning up to the fact that they lied, that they deceived here. But the Tower twice says that the truth will come to light. There is no possibility that it will not, with two towers here. Now, this could also speak to someone not owning up to the fact that they actually hurt. They've actually got a broken heart. Even though they've broken your heart, maybe they've received or they're receiving their karma. Now, gossip has got a lot to do with this breakup, or with This, you know, other people have got a lot to do with you finding out. Or, you know, this Tower moment. It's got to do with groups, associations, friendships, other people. Let's take some Lenormand. Yeah, I'm just wondering if this Tower moment will come when Mars is going to enter Capricorn. So Mars is ready now to enter Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about justice, truth, long distance, philosophies, adventurous energy, optimism, a lot of desire. So Mars through Sag, which will stay in Sag for a whole month. So we're talking in the new year now, when Mars will enter Capricorn. Could that be the time when we actually get to the Ace of Wands? And, you know, Mars in Capricorn is very strong. So we'll see, because it's like make or break. And Mars knows that it needs to stand strong and integral for Venus to move forward with him. So the lovers of the zodiac are going through many, many changes. Mars is going to have to prove himself to be worthy. And in the spread here, it looks like Queen of Wands is more mature, she knows what she wants, more than the Divine Masculine, who's showing up as the Knight of Swords. So, let's see. We've got the Bridges. We've got the Divine Feminine, so someone who's quite grounded. The Divine Feminine, she's like the girl next door, usually she's usually got her feet planted firmly on the ground. So we've got the Queen of Wands, which is more out there, but the Divine Feminine here is more of someone maybe having been grounded, or someone that's ready to, you know, someone that's patient, or someone that's in waiting. She's holding a book which speaks to knowledge. The book also speaks to intelligence. We've got the couple here. The couple is here. We've got the girl and the boy. The Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. We've got the Bridges. Now the Bridges can speak to needing to get over something. This could literally speak to transitioning over water or over a bridge. This could also speak to getting over something. So, you know, bridge over water. Letting go of something that happened in the past. Looks like both are on the same level here. Wanting something stable, wanting something long-term. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the clouds and we've got the sun coming through with three birds. Three birds speak to, it can speak to gossip, it could speak to friends, it could speak to social media, news, transition. The sun comes through, and remember the eclipse was a moment of darkness, and then the sun comes through. The sun moving through Sagittarius, right? Which is usually quite jovial and optimistic. Sagittarius also speaks to truth and our beliefs. There's the Faith card, or the card of burden. So someone is holding heaviness here. It's like the Ten of Wands. This also speaks to someone's duties or their convictions or suffering. That broken heart. So someone feeling as though they were stabbed in the back. Someone did the dirty on them. Even the friendship here, if there was a friendship between this connection, if there was a friendship, someone feels as though this friendship has been sabotaged, that this friendship is broken, because, you know, a friendship is the material, the perfect foundation to build a relationship on. and trust as well. Yeah. Let's take another deck and see what's going on. Let's take more cards. So I'm using my first little deck ever. I only use it very special times. I felt called to take it today. Ooh, way too many cards, but we'll just check out the top card, and it's the Seven of Swords, everyone. Seven of Swords, betrayal, stealth. You know, the Magician also speaks to intelligence, logic, as well as Jupiter. So someone, it could be trying to figure out a way to come back in, pretending that, oh, they've got this guy here has got an attitude. It's like, yeah, okay, this is what happened, but okay, let's move on. You know, don't get stuck in the past. It's like someone's trying to sweep it under the carpet. But I do see that someone is coming through. There will be communication, truths, the light comes through. Let's check out the Magician. We've got the Page of Pentacles. This could be in relation to a child. Six of Wands does speak to success, balance. And the Ace of Pentacles, a potential. This could speak to a marriage, again, the birth of a child, a new stable beginning, something long-term. Looks like something was being worked on, but then came the betrayal. Maybe something was promised, and for reasons, financial reasons, business reasons behind business, or children, there was betrayal. Ten of Swords. We've got the Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Magician. Yeah, so someone kept the truth from you, that you were maybe a second choice, or that maybe they weren't sure about moving forward, their promises they were not sure about. Something happened here. Two twos. Twos always speak to balance, but twos are, you know, decisions as well. And the Magician does speak to communication, or being given the ability, you know, through play. I do apologize about that interruption. So someone could be making up their mind whether they're going to try and come through. They're waiting for the help from Spirit. They're waiting on news, or this could be you waiting on news. Someone's trying to make a decision here on what they're going to do. If they're going to have the ability to start something, to restart something, restart this connection. Remember that retrogrades speak to past matters, past relationships. We've got the Chariot, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So Spirit is saying that there will be change, transition. Someone is taking charge, moving towards this agreement, this soulmate connection. This could also be at a physical distance. We've got two cards of movement. Some of you, yes, could be at a physical distance, because Temperance does speak to long distance. Sagittarius, different culture, different beliefs. Remember that this is a solar eclipse. Something is being eclipsed to have a new beginning. Now, on top of the Queen of Wands, we've got Judgment. Judgment, which is saying there's a critical moment here. There's the possibility to resurrect something that you've desired through taking a stance of, you know, knowing your power. This is also help coming through from Spirit, second chances. So we go from the Knight, the Page of Pentacles, to the Knight. This is like transitioning. Someone is waiting on news or someone's decision before they can move forward. There's strategy here. Someone is looking at strategizing a way to come through. Six of Pentacles could also be someone going through legalities. Someone thinking also about giving back what they've received. Now this decision could also be costing someone financially. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, you see, and the Hermit. So I feel as though they're gonna, you know, it's as though they're very passionate and wanting to come through and speak their truth. They're working on it, if we could say that. In time of work, they're working away and thinking about how they're going to come back, how they're going to communicate, how they're going to deal with, or, you know, through an intelligent way, deal with what it is that they've done wrong in the past. The King of Swords does speak to someone, again, who does not show their emotions, right? But they're very intelligent. Usually they're quite truthful. Now, I don't know if this breakup or if them having disappeared was because of a fight. We do see the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Fire and air can be very destructive, very cutting, very explosive. But we see the Hermit here. You see someone's doing their homework. They're trying to figure things out. They're looking for guidance, looking for truth. Now, it could be also that, I don't know who the betrayal was from here. Obviously, there was an ending. Now, we've got Virgo, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer energies here. And I'm just wondering if, for some of you, this disappearing act could also show that someone's been going through health issues, not wanting to open up about that, because remember, Capricorn is fear. It can speak to psychological fears as well, you know, psychosis, and with everything that's going on in the world, all the difficulties, not everyone deals with things in the same way. We do have the Hermit, who could be a doctor. This could be a physician. This could be a psychiatrist. This could also speak to an astrologer or a tarot reader, someone who is guiding this King of Swords. Or they're going through an awakening, through challenges, going through their own challenges. They're spiritually turned within at this time, seeking the guidance. Now, with the Ace of Wands here, this is a potential, remember, the sun comes through. This is fire, this is life, this is desire and passion. We've got the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Death card, Scorpio. I feel here that if this has been a love triangle for some of you, someone is being left behind here. Someone is moving towards what they desire, and they're going to drop, they're going to purge, they're going through a purging process, leaving any betrayal of the past. Maybe this was a double betrayal where, I don't know why I feel I need to tell you this, that the betrayal that they gave to you, they probably betrayed, or they were betrayed by another partner. That's what I'm getting here. I mean, the Nine of Wands says that I've gone through a lot. You know, I've been challenged to the point of no return. And that's why I've put up my, you know, the wall has come up. I've stopped communicating. What can I say? The Death card is not an easy card. And I don't know, for some of you out there, this person may have gone through a near-death situation. We see the Nine of Wands, we see the Four of Swords. Someone who's trying to heal. But with that Ace of Wands, it does promises that someone will come through, will get through whatever this is that they're going through personally. Maybe that's why. I mean, even the Ten of Swords, it could speak to back problems. Anything that is very, very harsh. Let's look at the King of Swords. Ten of Swords does speak to someone going through a shadow phase of their life. King of Swords. Five of Cups. Justice. And the Ten of Wands, which turns into the Ace of Wands, right? So there has been obviously hurt, pain, wounds. And you know what's interesting here with this card? We've also got a bridge. So this person is focusing on the past. Focusing on the past grievances, not looking at those Two of Cups that are behind them. We've got the bridges here as well. So this, even if this is a friendship, I do feel that those that crack, that deception, or that betrayal, for whatever reason, I do feel that there's the possibility to mend this, to overcome this. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles speaks to, you know, having invested a lot of time, a lot of effort, energy, but being stuck again, needing time. And I'm wondering if this happened around the time of Scorpio. From the time of Virgo till the time of Scorpio. Or, you know, in the time of Scorpio, someone needed to, and could be going through legalities, could be going through divorce. Here with this, you know, Six of Pentacles, it's got the scales here again. So someone may be having received their karma, or, you know, this is like Spirit stepping in and saying, you know, you've done this, now you need to pay for this. I mean, you need to learn your lesson. This could also be someone paying money out, or paying their dues. But there's a critical moment, a crisis going on around here with this Queen of Wands. And, you know, the King of Swords could also be a legal representative, a lawyer. Someone that's looking into, you know, trying to read between the lines, looking for information. I do see this very strongly as health, matters of health as well. Let's take a couple of Sibilas and see what's going on here. I want to look at this position. Looks like the Divine Feminine may have turned her back on the Divine Masculine as well. What's beneath here? And we've got this, the cross. We've got the snake, which is an enemy, and this is a third person. The snake does speaks to obsession, deception, something forbidden, an affair. And that's the Scorpio season again. So we've got the Two of Cups, the home. This is the home. This is your stability, those foundations. We've got Constanza, something unchanging, holding on to something, a love connection from the past, a spiritually inclined love connection of the past. And we've got the Denaro, which is like the Ace of Pentacles. So it's as though we start off with the Magician here and the Ace of Pentacles, this potential comes through here in the outcome as well. And it does speak to advantageous matrimony. So a rich wedding doesn't have to be only financially rich. Marrying into a very emotionally rich connection, or marrying, maybe someone married for the wrong reasons. Maybe someone betrayed you for the finances. Maybe they were connected to someone that was more financially stable. But justice comes through here and says that, because justice is Libra, and Libra is relationships, it's also very, it's very karmic. That 10 of Wands says that this burden is being put down now, and we end with the Ace of Wands here. Just like to look at the, let's look at the Beauty Queen for a moment. Lots of tears. Things being up in the air, her dreams having crashed, and too many fears concerning not being able to manifest, because she's obviously crying about a breakup or a lack of truth. And she may have been wearing rose-colored glasses. Now, this is the Eight of Cups. Someone has walked off. Maybe she's walked off, or maybe her partner, her beloved, has walked off. But this is the card of fear and hope. Let's look at the Divine Masculine here, the Dark Male. But this was something that she had hoped for and wished for. The possibilities were there, but then something happened. Now, maybe even the physical distance, I'm going to say again, may have been what was difficult, especially with the inability to travel the world as these days, the times that we're going through. We've got jealousy, regrets. We've got consolante sorpresa. So a consolation prize coming through unexpectedly. This is like the Tower moment. Something happening unexpectedly. So gains, or the ability to succeed after a sense of feeling imprisoned, or feeling as though one is in a prison. It's the Eight of Swords here. And here it's the Six of Wands. So the ability to be successful. We've got the Six of Wands also here on top of the Magician. So obviously the Divine Masculine is regretting having lied. Maybe even having lied about who they truly are in, their social standing, their who they are they married, are they divorced? But then the Tower comes through, and we've got the melancholy. So that a Tower moment, let's say, something happening unexpectedly, someone's been humbled, the Divine Masculine has been humbled, and they're suffering with melancholy and depression. Now they've lost something. They're connected to the broken heart, as is the Divine Feminine. So obviously they were in love as well. But why? Let's see. We've got the Gran Signore, someone who had a very big idea. A big ego. Their idea of themselves, and because they've probably they could be financially well off. They could also be, they could come from a VIP heritage, you know what I mean? So their social standing is like at a different scale than what the Divine Feminine may be. And the Gran Signore is usually someone generous. 13, Scorpio. And we've got the Ace of Wands, just like here, a spiritual connection. There is an offer on the table. Maybe this offer was on the table before. Maybe the potential, I would say, more than likely speaks to the future, because we've got the Ace of Wands here as well. This is a spiritual connection. The possibility is here for redoing or rekindling a connection. And we've got an offer on the table, and they're coming through as a Knight of Cups. And we've got the Vecchia Signora, which is like someone who is mature, could be a mother or a grandmother, someone who's wise, who is, could also be the Hermit, someone who is an elder, someone who is advising either the divine feminine or the divine masculine. But this also speaks to a visitor, someone coming in, or it speaks to a situation having matured now or going through a maturing process. Taking a voyage, metaphorical, emotional, and it's the Two of Swords, which speaks to a dilemma. I want to take a couple more cards here on this couple. We have the Compass. So someone having lost their way, someone looking for a way to move forward, and again, maybe even preparing to visit, to transition, to move. We've got the Sun twice. So Leo, we've got a little sun here and a little sun here. Leo does speak to the heart, childlike energy, happiness, clarity. So someone is, I would say, getting uncomfortable, moving towards their North Node, moving towards their calling and what their heart is telling them. There you see, they are looking closely. We've got the magnifying glass, which is the Hermit here. So it's going to take a little bit of time because someone's trying to read between the lines. Someone is looking for information that's missing. Someone is focusing on making a decision, mending those bridges. Looking for a way to cut through the red tape to travel. There's the Amalato, low morale, and someone's in bed. You could see this. Four of Swords, just like here. So that's why, that is why they've disappeared. That is why they have not been communicating. And they could also be dealing with legalities where they're needing to find information that's missing before they can move forward, before they can totally cut that umbilical cord with whatever's been holding them back. Let's take the Island Time Wellness. A very emotional time for them, for you. And this is also the Six of Cups, which speaks to a soulmate connection. Also, them being very nostalgic. It does speak to someone who has children as well. The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection and power. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Ooh, way too many cards. I didn't get to see them. So there will be clarity, there will be truth. There is protection here. We've got the Sword, which is the King of Swords. And that speaks to breakups, obviously, but and matters of truths being the reason. We've got the Coffin and we've got the Not Enough. So endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. There's that word, transition. We've got frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, issues, and jealousy. So we see that a lot is going on. We've got the, the potential for endings, or this speaks to endings concerning the past. Something was not enough. Too much frustration, too much fear. But there is transition. We've got the Death card here as well. And the Seven of Pentacles, which says someone is stuck, but hoping for that window of opportunity, all those changes. Let's take one more card and we'll see. And we've got the Chaser. Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. Wow. Wow, everyone. So most of these cards are negative, but remember the rest in peace, the coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth and change and liberation and transition. Transition can also speak to physical transition, or something nevertheless is ending here because it was not enough. Now we've got a chaser. Chaser in a codependent, there's the devil. Codependent relationship, that speaks to toxicity, fear of abandonment issues. So I'm going to say, if we're talking about the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, she is very powerful. So maybe she was too powerful for this King of Swords. And remember, King of Swords is someone that's been hurt before. Whereas the Queen of Wands is someone more open, more not scared to speak of her emotions, not scared to flaunt that she's in love, let's say. But King of Swords is totally opposite. And here we've got the couple showing up as having been very humbled, needing to cross over those bridges, dealing with fated, uncomfortable happenings in their lives. And we've got the Sun, which speaks to true love, can speak to children as well, and it speaks to clarity. It can speak to ego, remember. An ego is not a healthy emotion. And we've got here number 44. Number 44, which is the magnifying glass. Someone is trying to see things from a very different angle maybe, or just matters to do with the past are being highlighted, brought to the surface. Let's take 3 more cards and see what's going on. So we've got very similar to the Empress here, or the ability to create. Something is growing, a love relationship that maybe you've had to be very patient with, or it's been very frustrating. We've got grounding energies here, Earth. It's like the Ace of Pentacles. This is like the Empress. We've got the similar to the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got a Divine Feminine more towards the fair side, or I mean, this is someone that's quite mature. Let's take one more on this Divine Feminine, who's quite a mature Divine Feminine. Here we've got a dark Divine Feminine and a red-haired. I don't know if this is someone who dyes their hair. She's more towards a fairer, not so much her skin color, but more so the hair being more fairer. And we've got news. News comes through. News comes through from a more mature, fair-haired woman, which could also be the Vecchia Signora. The Vecchia Signora, which is also right here. I'm just wondering, because she looks like she's someone quite older. And we've got the horseshoe, which speaks to luck, everyone. So, anyway, news is coming through. Logically, it's in the upright, so the news should be good. There will be communication. Luck is on your side. Patience is necessary. It does speak to getting grounded, but also something long term. All right, let's take a couple of love messages, my handwritten cards, and we shall call it a day. So what will be revealed What will this solar eclipse reveal? That the divine masculine more than likely has gone through a lot, as has the divine feminine, but there may have been health matters as well. They could be dealing with legalities, health issues. Their life is going through transformation. They're going through a shadow phase, which has kept them stuck. No death and transformation has ever been easy. And the possibility of being stuck in a situation, in a toxic situation, they're breaking free out of that. And wherever there's been self-worth issues, and that's why there's been backstabbing or a betrayal, someone maybe didn't feel good enough or maybe felt challenged. The divine masculine maybe felt challenged by the divine feminine, who shows up as very powerful. Be careful also, other people could have been the reason, because there's gossip here. Jealousy. So we've got, you bring such happiness to my life. You will always be in my heart. I can never or will ever forget you. I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever hurt you. And I'm going to add the again. We've got a 9 here, everyone. 9 is the Hermit. So they're still in their cave. I do believe that they're ready. I mean, they've seen the light, or they're seeing the light. 9 could be very important for you. 9 can reference back to the period of Virgo as well. 9 is also an ending, an end, and ready to restart. So we've got a number 9 here. I don't know how that speaks to you. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 5, and the 7 is 5 and 2 7's 19, and 55, that's 74, which equals an 11. Again, 11 is Libra, and it is justice. So there's been a lot of passion, gifts in the past, soulmate. All right, I will leave it there. I hope that this helped. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Hold on tight. We're in for a ride where love matters are concerned. Talk to you soon. Ta-da.